it's the announcement of the year earlier today, 8 a.m. this morning. A nation was poised beside their social media and, of course, the newspapers and across the TV because Liam and Noel Gallagher revealed Oasis are reuniting 15 years after they split.
I can't actually believe the two of them have managed to get back together after years of feuding. But it looks like it may be true. Yeah, it's a huge old story. We're delighted. Tickets are going to go on sale, I think, on Saturday. Oh.
For the gigs, I think.
OK.
It is the big story. We are going to join Chris Moyles live now, who's going to tell us more about that.
Oh, there he
Chris.
is.
He's obviously just come off our... Hey, Chris, how's it going? You're beaming with delight with this news, Chris.
This is so exciting. Like, it's... I appreciate not everybody's a massive Oasis fan, but for the rest of us, this is Christmas come early. It's the best day ever.
Is it not the news everybody wants? Is everybody not an Oasis fan deep down, Chris?
No, there are some people who don't appreciate the fabulous musicianship of the boys, but for us, I mean, it's especially here at our radio station. I mean, we've been paying their mortgages since we came on air in 2015, and but no, it's fantastic. And we were saying this morning that we all assumed they were going to be. It was the announcement of live concerts and a reunion, but there was no guarantee. All we saw was they put a video out with the date, today's date, and 8 a.m. So, but we assumed it was live. But, you know, the back of our minds were thinking, what if they just go, oh, we're putting out the B-sides? And you're like, no, but it is. It's the news we've all been waiting for. Oasis are officially back, and they're playing live next year, Live 25, and it's so exciting.
Chris, I mean, you've interviewed the lads for years, probably at first together, then separate for a lot of years. Are you shocked that they've managed to sort of reconcile and get this sorted?
Yeah, yes and no, and yes and no. I think most Oasis fans were like, because we want this to happen, because the excitement will be amazing. And then there was times when, I mean, I interviewed Liam and asked him about it about 7 years ago, and he said, look, we need to like each other again first before we do anything else. And it got really nasty with lots of insults being traded back and forth. And Liam said to me, he goes, this has become a sport now. It really has. And then it kind of went quiet for a little while, and then they said a couple of nice things about each other recently, and that made everybody go, oh, hold on a second. And then Liam played Reading and Leeds at the weekend and dedicated a song to Noel, which then got everybody excited. And then this little video blip of the date and 8 a.m. this morning, and then by that point, I mean, literally Oasis fans were just, you know, sitting at the bottom of the chimney on Christmas Eve waiting for the news, and the news is out, and they are playing across the UK and Ireland next summer.
Chris, what was the moment? Is there a defining moment in this story that forced the reconciliation?
What, of getting them back together? Yeah. Well, the rude people would say money, cash money, lots and lots of money. Some people would say
50 million quid. Is that right?
You know what? I don't know. It's you know, who knows how much these tickets are going to be. I mean, we live in a world where concert tickets can just go astronomical. So, but there's a lot of dates, and here's the thing. It looks like, I mean, Liam always said it wouldn't be about the money. Noel always joked, you know, pay him enough money and he'll do it. But with the gigs that have been announced, so it's gigs in Scotland, England, Wales and Ireland, and there's plenty of dates on there. And then there's talk of them then going outside of Europe as well. So this is back. This ain't just a couple of shows, make a few quid. This is back. No news about if they record again, no news about anything else, but that's fine for Oasis fans. Oasis. That was just lifted up. That just looked like I had some kind of nervous twitch. Yeah, it's great. Hey, do you want to know a really nerdy fact?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so let's put my glasses on. This is a guy at Radio X, Dan Bunker, worked this out on his own. Watch this go viral. So they released their first album, Definitely Maybe, on August the 29th, 1994. Oasis split while they're in Paris, August the 28th, 2009. That was 14 years, 11 months and 30 days between the first album coming out and Oasis splitting up. Between Oasis splitting up and the announcement today, it's 14 years, 11 months and 30 days. It's exactly the same amount of days from today to when they split up, to when they split up, to when they first released their first album.
That's no accident. That's no accident.
It is. Oh,
No.
Who do you think Liam's sitting there going, only 248 days to go?
I think they're sitting there going, guys, let's brainstorm this announcement.
I'm not sure. I'm going to say it's coincidence. But yeah, but it's, but you know, well done to Dan, our guy upstairs, for sitting there and having way too much time in his hands and working that out.
Some good maths from Dan. We'll give him that. Thank you so much, Chris. That is brilliant. We're all excited now.
Yeah, just got to get tickets now.
Oh, that'll be like gold dust, won't it?
On the laptop, you know, 4 or 5 different things on the go. We're going to go through more of today's headlines. All that. That's a really big one and a positive one. Will Camille Tominay and Metro's editor-in-chief, Deborah Arthurs, who's making her debut on this morning.
Thank you very much.
Very, very welcome. Good to have you with us.
Wonderful to be here.
I'm going to start with this positive news. Will they make it to the first gig?
I hope so. I'm thrilled. I was a huge Oasis fan back in the 90s. I remember playing them in my school common room. Everyone was just galvanised when you went to the concerts. Saw them at Glastonbury a couple of times, including that one in 2004 when they were clearly not friends anymore. Liam was on one side of the stage, Noel was on the other. They were just going through the motions, really. So, you know, Blur's come back, Pulp's come back, Stone Roses reformed for a couple of big gigs, and that was fantastic. So I think this is the news that all Oasis fans have been dying to hear.
Yeah, I think we all like a bit of nostalgia as well, as in getting those bands back from our youth. There's something more exciting about that, I think. And yeah, I mean, I'm not really even a big Oasis fan, but I think this is epic.
You're also still in your youth.
Yeah.
Come on.
Definitely maybe 30 years old. That makes me feel so old. Because I'm thinking about it being the soundtrack of my teenage years. Having said that, I think the other appeal from Oasis is often, you know, bands reform and your children say, oh, I can't, you know, I don't really want to watch this, you know, Rolling Stones, whatever. But actually, for the old Gen Zs, like my daughter who's 15, she's quite into Oasis. There's been this massive revival of the 90s, and only at the weekend she was saying to me and my husband, you're so lucky, you were like, had the best of it to grow up in the 80s and 90s and all that indie music. So I think for another generation to hear them live will be something very special.
Yeah, I think that is the nice thing about it, actually, a whole new generation getting to hear that.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. Now, we upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.